Okay, then. So this is you learned how to handle errors plus how to raise your own errors. Okay, then. Okay, then. Next. What the next topic is? Name TSQL blocks. Okay, then. So name TSQL blocks. There are three. One is stored procedures. Another one functions. Third one triggers. So stored procedures, functions, triggers. These three are called named TSQL blocks. Okay, then like up to now, the programs you have written, these programs are anonymous blocks. All these programs are called anonymous. Anonymous means programs without name. Have you given any name to this program? No. All these programs are created without name. So these programs are called anonymous programs without name. And the program that we are going to see, all these programs are what? Named. That means all these programs are created with what? Name. Procedures, functions, triggers, all these programs are created with what? Name. And in this, there are two. So these two are called subprograms. These two. What are the two? One is stored procedures, another one functions. What these two are called? These two are called what? Subprograms. These two are called subprograms. Okay, then these two are called subprograms. So trigger is a named program, named block, but it's not a subprogram. But these two are subprograms. Subprograms means you write these programs and you call these programs from another main program. You write this program and you call this program from another main program. They're called subprograms. So, like then, but what are the advantages? What are the advantages of subprograms? Okay, what are the advantages of subprograms? Okay, then, and one is what? Modular programming. One advantage is modular programming. One advantage is modular programming. What is modular programming means? Okay, dividing a big program into what? Small programs. That is called modular programming. I want to develop one application for bank. Okay, na? I want to develop a database application for banking. Okay, then so in banking, what are when you are developing application for database application for bank? So in this application, what we have to implement? We have to implement what's that? in this application, what we have to implement? Account opening, next one, account closing, next one, money withdrawal. Okay, money withdrawal, next one, money what's that, deposit, next one, money transfer, next one, statement. Like you have to implement all this. Yes, when you want to develop a application for bank, in that application you have to implement this. So how this can be implemented? So we can divide this big application into small programs. For account opening, create a separate program. For account closing, what's that, create a separate program. So how can you do this? Like with the help of what, procedures and functions, we can divide a big bank application into small programs. A separate programs for account opening, you can develop a separate program for account closing, separate program for withdrawal, like this. Okay, then so with the help of procedures and functions, a big application can be divided into small programs. So that is called what's that, modular programming. Modules, dividing the program into modules. Then so with the help of procedures and functions, a big TSQL program can be divided into small modules. With the help of procedures and functions, a big TSQL program can be divided into small modules. Okay, then next. So that is modular programming. Next one. But the next one is then next one, reusability. 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 Okay. Then what is reusability is? So these programs can be reused. Okay, you can create what's that, procedure or function. What you can do is you can reuse. You can reuse these procedures and you can reuse what's that, functions. These programs can be reused. Suppose, for example, okay, then suppose, for example, so suppose, see, for example, then one second, this is database, this is what's that, SQL Server, and this is SQL Server. Then there are some applications, and all these applications are connected to what, SQL Server. All these applications are connected to SQL Server. Okay, like let us take banking. All these are banking applications. Like tell me example for banking applications. One is what, net banking. Okay, na? One is net banking application. Another one, what's that, ATM application. Another one, what's that, mobile application. Every bank nowadays provides mobile application. So these are all banking applications. So what is my requirement is, in all these applications, I want to implement money transfer. Here I want to implement money transfer. Here I want to implement money transfer. Here I want to implement money transfer. In all these applications, I want to implement what's that, money transfer. Then what you have to do? You have to write the code here. You have to write the code here. You have to write the code here. In all these applications, you have to repeat the code or not? Yes. Instead of repeating the code in all these applications, what you can do is you write a procedure. You write a what's it? You write a stored procedure for money transfer. If you create a stored procedure for money transfer, where it is stored? It is stored in what's it? Database. You create a stored procedure for money transfer, it is stored in database. Once it is stored in database, then what are the advantages? This application can call this procedure, this application can call this procedure, this application can call this procedure. All these applications can call this procedures. What this is called? What this is called? This is called reusable. You created procedure and you are storing the procedure in database, and once you store the procedure in database, it is available to all the applications connected to the database. So you can call this procedure from all the applications connected to the database. So then that is called what? Reusability. Okay, then now, and next procedures functions can be stored in database. Procedures functions can be stored in database. So applications which are connected to database, so applications which are connected to database can reuse these programs. Procedures functions can be stored in database. Applications which are connected to database can reuse these programs. So this is called reusability. Okay, next one, security. What the next one is called? Security. Then security. Now see, these programs are secure. Procedures and functions are what's it? Secure, because they are stored in database. These programs are stored in database. Tell me, this program is stored in database? This program is stored in database? No. You're writing the program. Next one, you paste the program in SSMS and copy, paste and execute. But it is not stored in database. So, but these programs are stored in what? Database. When something is stored in database, means it is secured or not? Yes. Not everyone can execute, only authorized users can execute the program. Okay, then sir, see, something is stored in database or not stored in database, easily can answer. If it is starting with create command, stored in database. Not starting with create command, not stored in database. That's all. Okay, then so now, and these programs, procedures functions are what? Stored in database. So they are what's it? So they are secure. They are secured, and only authorized users can execute these programs. Only authorized users can execute these programs. Okay, then because they are stored in database, that's why they can be reused. They are stored in database, that's why they are secure. So what are the advantages of storing the programs in database? Security plus reusability. So that means here, earlier, what we stored in database is data. We stored what's that? Data stored in database. Now what we are going to store? We are going to store programs in database. If you store the data in database, the data is available to multiple applications, the different applications connected to database, and the data is what's that? Secure. Not everyone can like access the data. Only authorized people can access. Now here we are storing programs in database. Now same thing, reusability plus security. And this improves what? This improves what, sir? Performance. This improves performance. Okay, then procedures, functions improves what? Performance. Okay, like once again, suppose for example, see, I want to update the data. To update the data, you submit what's it? Update command to SQL Server. When you submit the update command to SQL Server, what SQL Server will do? First, this command is what's it? Parsed. Next, second, this command is what? Executed. First, the command is what? Parsed. Next command is executed. Whenever you submit update any command to SQL Server, first the command is parsed. Command is what, sir? Executed. What is parsing means? Parsing means checks what, sir? Checks what? Syntax. Checks what? Checks syntax and what? Semantics. That is called parsing. First it will, like in your other programming languages, you call it as compilation, but in SQL we call it as parsing. Word is different, usage is different, word is different. So in other languages you call it as compilation, but in SQL Server we call it as parsing. So in parsing, what SQL Server will do? SQL Server checks what? Syntax and semantics. Suppose you submitted update command like this, update emp set commission equals to 500, where employee number equal to 7369. You submitted this command. First it checked the syntax. So the syntax is okay. Yes, syntax is passed. When syntax is passed, next it checks what? Semantics. Okay, suppose you written a command like this, set commission equals to 500, next one update emp where salary equal to r, employee number equal to 7369. You written command like this, then what is this? Error. Because what error? Syntax error, because this syntactically not correct. What is the syntax? Update set where, this is the syntax, but first you are writing set, next you are writing update. So that means you are not following the syntax. So then it gives syntax error. So first it checks what's it? Syntax. Next it checks what? Semantics. What is semantics means? Semantics means it checks whether table exists in the database or not. You're updating emp table, no? So first it checks what? Table exists in the database or not. Next checks columns belongs to the table or not. What? Column. You're updating commission. It checks commission column belongs to emp table or not. And checks user has got permission to update the table or not. So it checks 3. Semantics means what's that? 3. What are the 3? Checks what? Table exists or not. Next second one, what? Columns belongs to table or not. Next one, and user has got permission to access the table or not. This is one. What is this is? Semantics. Okay, so it checks whether this table is there in the database or not, whether this commission column belongs to emp table or not, and user has the permission to access this table or not. So it checks this 3. So what it does is called, that is called parsing. Okay, na? Once this parsing is completed, syntax is passed, semantics is also passed. Next it will do execute the query. Update query is executed. When update query is executed means salary is updated, commission is updated. Okay, then so here you submit this update command 100 times from your application or from anywhere. You submit this update command to SQL Server 100 times. 100 times what is repeated? You submit this update command 100 times, boss. 100 times what is repeated? Parsing and execution is what? Repeated. Okay, na? 100 times it will check the syntax, 100 times it will check the semantics, 100 times it will execute the query. So this degrades performance. What this degrades? This degrades what's her performance. So I do one thing. I create a what's her? I create a procedure. I create one stored procedure. I create a procedure. In procedure, what I will do? Update. So instead of directly executing update command, I create one procedure. In procedure, I'll execute what's that update command. So when you create the procedure in SQL Server, what happens is first it will do parsing. Parsing is completed. So when you create the procedure in SQL Server, what it will do? Parse. The query is parsed. Next one, stored in what's that database. So it will do the parsing and procedure is stored in what's that database. Next, whenever you execute the procedure, when you execute what's that procedure, then update command is what's that executed. So whenever you call the procedure, I call the procedure. When I call the procedure, then what happens? Update command is what's that executed. 100 times you call the procedure, 100 times what update command is what's that executed. But 100 times parsing is repeated or not repeated? Not repeated. Parsing is not repeated. So this is one time parsing. Every time what's that execution. Without procedure, then sir, I'm explaining difference between without procedure with procedure. Without procedure means directly you submit the update command to SQL Server. 100 times you submit, 100 times these are repeated. But I create a what's that procedure. I create a procedure for updating. When you create the procedure, then what it will do? Parse. Update command is parsed and stored in database. Next, when you call this procedure, 100 times you call the procedure, 100 times what? Update command is what's that? Executed. 100 times what is repeated? Execution is repeated, but parsing is not repeated. So then this improves what? Performance. Sir, okay, na? That. So like that is the reason. Okay, then what is the best approach for updating, inserting, deleting? Better to create what's the procedure instead of directly submitting insert command, update command, deletes command from your programs. So better to create what's the procedure. Call the procedure from your program. Okay, that is the best approach. Then so like one thing is like whether procedure is required or procedure is not required. How you decide? One time action procedure is not required. Repetitive action procedure is required. For one time action, what's it? Procedure is not required. For repetitive actions, procedure is required. See, I want to update this every day. Then updating is not one time. Updating is every day. Then better to create procedure. Okay. Then so then like so here when we create a procedure, then procedures improves performance because they are pre-compiled. Compile means parsed, pre-compiled. That is compiled and ready for execution. Pre-compiled, already compiled and ready for execution. When we create a procedure, program is compiled and stored in database. And whenever we call procedure, only execution is repeated, but not compilation. Okay, then so this improves what? Performance. Okay, then now, okay, now, so these are the what advantages, mainly two. Okay, now what are the two? Reusability and improves performance. Okay, then next, like let's start with what. First we'll see procedures, next we'll see functions. Okay, then stored procedures. Stored procedures, then what? So then what the definition is? A procedure is a named TSQL program. A procedure is a named TSQL program that accepts some input, performs some action on database, and may or may not return a value. It is a program that takes some input, performs some action, may or may not return a value. It is a program that takes some input, performs some action, may or may not return a value. Okay, then. So program that takes some input and may or may not return a value. Now, and procedures are created for what? Okay, procedures are created for what? Procedures are created to perform one or more DML operations on database. Procedures are created to perform one or more DML operations. Okay, na? To perform one or more DML operations on database. What are the DMLs means? Insert, update, delete. For inserting, for updating, for deleting, then better to create procedures. Then you'll get a question, why we need to create a procedure for inserting? Directly we can insert, directly we can update, directly we can delete. Then answer is, see that, what is reusability, security, next one improves performance. Okay, then now next, how to create. Okay, na? How to create? You have to create like this: create or alter procedure name. Create or alter procedure name. Next, here you pass parameters, if any. Next one, as what is this is statements. Create or alter procedure name, parameters, if any, as statements. So this is the syntax for creating what? Procedures. Okay, now syntax for creating the procedure. But here in procedures, like what I said, these programs are created with what name? You are giving the name to this program, and it is what this program is called named program. And because it is stored in database or not? Yes, because it is starting with what's create, so it is stored in database. Okay, then So in this, what is important is parameters are important. When you are creating procedure, what is important is parameters are important. Parameters. And so parameters are important. So then parameters, what is the parameters? Okay, what are the parameters? For example, I created something like this. What is that is? Maybe something so like integer add, maybe you don't know, but return what's that? 10 plus 20. I created something like this. Okay, na? This is one program. Whenever you call this program, what is this program returns? 10 plus 20. This returns what? 30. First time you call, returns 30. Second time you call, returns 30. Every time you call, returns 30. Any use of this function? Any use of this program? No. Because always returns what's that? Same value. When it returns same value, what is the use of this? So it should not add 10, 20. It should add given two numbers. If it adds given two number, then it is useful to you. If it adds 10, 20, it's not useful to you. So if it adds given two number, then it is useful to you. How to give the numbers to this one? Like this. What? Integer A, integer what's that? B. Then what's that? A plus what? B. So the value passed to A is 10. Value passed to B is 20. Then what is this function? Returns 10 plus 20, 30. The value passed to A is 30. This is 50. 30 plus 50. Then returns 80. Now this adds given two numbers, not 10, 20. Yes or no? So what is this A and B are called? This A and B are called what's it? Parameters. So what is the advantage of using parameters? We can declare parameters. We can pass values to the parameters. We can pass values to the parameters. So like then. So we can declare parameters. We can declare parameters and we can pass values to parameters. We can declare parameters, we can pass values to parameters. Okay, then. And parameters are two types. What is input and output parameters? Input and outputs. Parameters are two types, input and what? Output. So then input parameter what? Input parameter always receives value. Next, output parameter and input is default. That means if you don't mention any parameter type, by default the parameter is what's it? Input. Input always receives value. Output parameter always what? Sends value. Input always receives value and output always sends value. Okay, then two, input and outputs. Now, let's see. So let's see one example. Okay, na? Let's see one example. Example one. Okay, then. So let's see one example. But here, first example, I don't take any parameters. So this is procedure, what's it? Without parameters. Without parameters. Okay, procedure without parameters. Okay, now let's see. Suppose here what I'm doing is create or what sorry, like what for create procedure to increment all the employee salaries by 1,000. Just I want to create a procedure for this. Create procedure to increment all the employees salaries by 1,000. Create procedure to increment all the employees salaries by 1,000. Then what? Create or alter procedure. Okay, now just follow the syntax. Procedure name is what for this procedure? Incrementing the salary. What this is? Raise salary as. But here, what is this? What is the next after that? Parameters. But I don't want to use any parameters because this example without parameters. As what do you want to do using this procedure? What do you want to do? Increment salary. How to increment salary? How to increment salary? Update EMP set salary plus 1,000. All are specific. All. So where condition is required or not required? Not required. That's so create the procedure. Okay, then like once again. So create the procedure. So go to this, then so DB11. Okay, there is only one. Now, so here create this. Then what we have to do? Click this. What's it? Execute button. When you click the execute button, what happens? Procedure is what's it? Created. Procedure is what? Created. Commands completed successfully means procedure is created. Procedure is created means what? This command is what's it? Parsed, and it is stored in what's it? Database. Procedure is created means, so this is parsed. This command is parsed and procedure stored in what? Database. Okay, then so where we can find this procedure? Database. In database there is a call what? Programmability. Expand the programmability. In this there is a call what? Stored procedure. Expand stored procedure. Then dbo dot raise salary. This is procedure name. Procedure name. So it is stored in database or not? Yes. Then so now, like after this, what happens is you click execute button. So when you click execute button, procedure is what? Then procedure is means the program is what's it? Compiled, parsed plus stored in database. Now then next what we do? Now this is stored in database. Next, whenever you want what? Whenever you want, you can execute. Okay, whenever you want, you can execute. You can call. Now next, what the next one is? Execution. This is creation. The previous one is creation. Next one, execution. So, and you can execute from where? This procedure can be executed from Okay, this is executed from what's it? We can execute from SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. We can execute this procedure from front-end applications. We can execute this procedure from what's it? Front-end applications like what? Like what's it? Java. Next one, .NET, Python, okay, now PHP, etc. So we can execute this from front-end applications like Java.NET. See, mainly procedures and functions are mainly created for that purpose. Create the procedures in SQL Server, call it from what? Front-end, Java.NET. Okay, then. Now, so we'll see how to execute from what? SSMS, executing from SSMS. How to execute from SSMS? Like executing from SSMS. So we have to execute like this. We use a command, execute command, execute, then procedure name, execute procedure name. So tell me what is the procedure name? What is the procedure name? Raise salary. So execute raise salary. Executing raise salary means, executing procedure means procedure code is executed. Whatever the code you have written in procedure, that code is executed. What is the code you have written? Only one command, update command. Update command is executed. When update command is executed, every employee's salary is incremented by 1,000. That's all. Executing the procedure means executing the code written in procedure. Okay. Now let's see here, execute raise salary. But before executing the procedure, what the see the salaries? Number, name, salary from EMP. See the salaries before executing the procedure. 1600, 1250 like this. Now execute the procedure. Procedure is executed. What is the message you got? 13 rows affected. 13 employees' salaries are what's that? Updated. Now incremented by 1,000 or not? Yes. So each and every employee's salary is incremented by 1,000, but you executed through procedure. Yes or no? Then. Right. Okay. No. Okay then. But here, see, not all employees. I want to increment what's that? Specific employee. I want to increment one specific employee. Okay. Then. So this is procedure is incrementing all now, but not all employees. I want to increment specific employee salary. Then raise error. What is raise? Where condition? Okay. Like 1 second. So now, like if you want to increment specific employee, then 1 second. First see this. What I'm doing is I'm creating a procedure. First see this. So I'll create a what's it? Procedure. Okay, na? The same thing, but same example. This is creating, executing all, but I want to create particular. Then what you do? Where? Where what? Employee number equals to, where employee number equals to what? 73697844, whatever. Yes or no? Okay, na? But this procedure always increments which employee salary? 7844. 7844 salary is incremented. But always you increment 7844 only? No. Then, so here actually, here which employee's salary I want to update? I don't know this employee number at the time of creation of procedure. I know this employee number at the time of execution. Understood, na? Okay, I don't know this employee number at the time of creation of this procedure. I know this employee number at the time of execution. Which employee salary I want to increment? I don't know at the time of creation. I know this at the time of execution. Yes or no? Okay, sir. TCS is there. TCS developed a application, ATM application for some bank. At the time of writing the program, money withdraw, money deposit program, is TCS knows which customer is doing the withdraw? Is TCS knows which customer will do the withdraw deposits? No. When then that will be known? When which customer is doing withdraw deposits? When? So that application is developed, that is installed in ATM. Next one, customer go to ATM, insert the card, enter the PIN number. That time, then that application knows which customer is doing what's that withdraw deposit. Yes or no? At the time of developing, they don't know. At the time of what's that execution. So you are doing money withdraw means you are executing the program. Yes or no? Then, so I don't know this employee number. I don't know this employee number at the time of creation. I know this employee number at the time of execution. Then how to pass this employee number at the time of execution? What we have to do? You have to take what's that parameter. You have to take what parameter. So take a parameter. So if you want to use parameter, you have to follow this syntax. So you have to declare the parameters here. Parameters, if any, before as declare the parameter. So how to declare the parameter? You declare the parameter the same way you declare the variable. How to declare the parameter? But we don't use keyword declare. Just declare the parameter. What that is? At the rate parameter name envo. Next one, integer. At the rate envo integer. So this is one parameter. This is parameter name. This is parameter what's that data type. Okay na? What is this parameter? This parameter will what's it receive the value. What value it receives? Employee number. When it receives? At the time of execution. At the time of executing this procedure, will pass employee number to this parameter. Whatever employee number is passed to this parameter, I want to increment that employee salary. Then here where employee number equals to at the rate what's it envo. So suppose the value passed to at the rate envo is 7369, then 7369 salary is what incremented. The value passed to at the rate envo is 7844. So 7844 salary is what incremented. Yes or no? Okay. Then next, and one more thing, always this increments by how much? 1000. Even I don't know this amount at the time of creation. I know this amount at the time of what's that execution. Okay na? Then at the time of execution. Then what? Same sir, banking. So they don't know which customer account number. They don't know the account number. Which customer will do the money withdraw, money deposit. They don't know how much amount they withdraw, money deposit. Yes or no? So then here also take one parameter. Take one parameter for what's it? Amount. Okay na? Then amount. Then what the type? Money type. So salary equal to salary plus amount. Salary plus what? Amount. So that means now this procedure takes what? This procedure takes two values. One is employee number, one is amount. So then the value passed to at the rate envo is 7844. Value passed to amount is 1000. Then 7844 salary is incremented by 1000. Okay. Then now I want to create. So what this is like? This is what's it? Procedure with what? Parameters. Procedure with parameter. Then what this is? Create a procedure. Create a procedure to increment specific employee salary by specific amount. What is the previous one? Incrementing all the employees' salaries. But what is this is? Specific employee salary by specific amount. Then okay now create this. Okay. Now create this procedure, create this what procedure. But once again, when I'm creating the procedure, I remove this, like I'm saying only create procedure. Then but raise salary is already there in database. One project is already there with name raise salary. Yes, execute this. What is, there is already an object named what, raise salary. Because this procedure is already there, you are creating another procedure with same name, not allowed. Yes or no? Then what we have to say, create what's that, alter. If you say create or alter means if procedure is not there, it is created. If procedure is already there, then it is altered. So then let's say now commands completed successfully. That is the purpose of writing what's that, create or alter. First time it is okay, but next you make any changes to the existing procedure, then it gives what's that, error. So that's why if you write create or alter, then it will not give the error. Understood na? So okay, then this procedure is what's that, created. Next, what do you want to do? I want to what's that, execute. Creation execution, creation execution. I want to execute this procedure. How to execute the procedure? I'll execute the procedure like this. Execute. What is the procedure name? Raise salary. If you write, if you execute like this, execute raise salary, then it gives error. Why? Not already existing bus. Created, we created. Creation is successful or none? Yes, because you added alter now. Then so procedure creation is successful, but at the time of execution it is giving error. Why it is giving error at the time of execution? Procedure function expects what's that, parameters. It's created with 2 parameters, but at the time of execution you are not passing the values to the parameters. So that's why it is giving what, error. Okay. Then so I'm passing 7844 comma 1000, 7844 comma 1000. So 7844 is passed to 7844 is passed to @NMO, and this 1000 is passed to @amount. Then update is executed. Update set sal equal to sal plus what's that, 1000, where employee number equal to 7844. So 7844 salary is what, updated. Understood? Then now let's see. So before updating, what is the salary? 7844 3725. Now let me run this. Now let me execute this. One row affected. Now just go and see the table. 7844. So 4725. So incremented by 1000. Yes or no? Okay. Then so this is creating the procedure. Next one, executing the procedure. This is execution. Then so when we execute, 7844 value is passed to @NMO, 1000 is passed to @amount. So execute the procedure. Okay. Next, but suppose for example you are calling this procedure from, okay, then you are calling this procedure from front end. You are assume that this procedure is called from front end application. So from the front end application, so what they are passing is They're passing what's that? Employee number. Next one, what is that is? Next, they're passing what's that? Amount. So employee number plus amount. Next, there is a button. What the button is? Submit button, etc. Update button, something. Okay, na? This is the button. So then, when this button is clicked, this is what procedure. You created a what's that? Procedure. This is the procedure. Where you created this procedure? You created the procedure in SQL Server. And what this procedure is doing, this procedure will go to what's that? Database. This is the database. In database, there is a table. What the table is? EMP table. So this procedure will update the data. Yes or no? Then when you call this procedure from SQL Server, so when user click this update button, you call this procedure. When you call the procedure, so then what is this is, you already entered some employee number 7844. You entered some what's it? 1000. Next, click the what? Update button. When this update button is clicked, then you call the procedure. When the procedure is called, these values are passed to what's it? Parameters. So this procedure is created with two parameters now, at the rate ENO, at the rate amount. So this 7844 is passed to what? At the rate ENO, and this 1000 is passed to at the rate amount. Then what procedure will do? After receiving the values, procedure will go to what? Procedure will go to database. It will go to the database and update the table. Update the table. So the table is what's it? Updated. So procedure will receive the values coming from front end, and after receiving the values, procedure will update. After updating, salary is changed or not? Salary is changed or not? Yes. So then this front end user wants to know the new salary. He wants to see the new salary. Then what he has to do? This front end user wants to see the new salary. Then sir, here, how you check the new salary here? SSMS. After executing the procedure, you want to check whether salary is updated or not. Then what you are doing? You are running the query. Select star from EMP. Just check whether salary is updated or not. But this is front end user. Can you run the query? Select star from. Can you run the query? You go to bank boss. You do some deposit, money deposit. After doing the deposit, you ask the bank clerk, sir, what is my new balance? Then if you ask what is my new balance, he'll run the query, select star from. Bank clerk will run the query. No. Then what? So you must know the news. You wanted to see the new salary. You wanted to know the new salary. Then if he wants to, like, if you want the new salary, what you have to do? Then where is the new salary? Table. So the new salary. What procedure has to do? Procedure has to get the salary from procedure. Procedure has to get the salary from table. Get the salary from table. After getting the salary from table, then procedure has to send the new salary to the front end. Procedure should send the value to the front end. So then front end will receive the value. They will come to know updated salary. Yes or no? But question is how to send the value from procedure to the front end. To send the values from procedure to the front end, we use one parameter. What is that is? Output parameter. If you want to receive the values coming from front end, take in procedure want to receive the values coming from front end. Then take what's it? Input parameters. Procedure want to send the value to the front end. Then take output parameters. Okay. Receive the values coming from front end, input. Send the value to the front end, then output. Okay. In the previous example, you declared two parameters at the rate ENO, at the rate amount. What are the two parameters are? Input or output? Input or output? Have you mentioned anything? Input or output? No. If you don't mention anything, what is the default is? Input. That means the two parameters are what's that? input. So they are capable of receiving the values. So we are sending the value so that they can receive the value. Okay. Now, sir, okay na? Now. Oh, okay. Now. Oh. Now the previous example, the procedures with what, sir? Input parameters. Now, next, so what this is? Example, what's that? 3. Then what this is? Procedure with what? Output parameter. So the first one without parameters. Second one, what's that? With parameters. But both parameters are what? Input. I didn't mention anything. If you don't mention anything, that input. So this will receive the value. This will also receive the values. Next, let's create procedure with what? Output parameters. Then, so what this example is? Same thing. I'm taking same. Create procedure to increment specific employee salary by specific amount. Okay, na? Specific amount. And after increment, send the updated salary to calling program. Create procedure to increment specific employee's salary by specific amount. After increment, send the updated salary to calling program. This procedure is called from front end. Send this value to the front end. What you have to send? Updated salary. Okay. Then how? Let's see. So create or alter. Create or alter. Then procedure. Procedure name is raise salary. Next. Then what? Parameters. How many parameters? How many parameters? See, procedure should increment specific employee salary by specific amount. That employee number amount is coming from front end. So it should receive that employee number and amount, update the salary. After updating, it should send the updated salary to the front end. Then how many parameters are required? 3 parameters. One is employee number integer. One is amount money type. Then what it should send? Updated salary. Let's say what is that is? I'm taking some parameter name. Name can be up to you. It's any name you can take. New salary. What is the type? Money type. What this parameter is? It should receive. It should send. Send. For sending, output. Output. Compulsory you have to mention output. If you don't mention anything, input. So this will receive the value, this will receive the value, but this will send the value. This is for sending, these two are for receiving. Then next, what this receives? Employee number. What this receives? Amount. From where this receives? From where? Receives the values from where? From front end or from calling program, wherever you call the procedure. Okay, then from calling program. Next, what this has to do? Update the salary. How? Update emp set salary equal to salary plus same thing at the rate amount, where employee number equals to at the rate n. Updating the salary. Update emp set sal equal to sal plus amount, where employee number equals to at the rate n. Salary is what? Updated. So then next, what this has to do? So front end is expecting new salary. This procedure should send the new salary to the front end. So where is the new salary? Where is the new salary? So it's updated now. Where is the new salary? New salary is there in table. Get it from the table. Get it from the table, then send it to the front end. How to get the value from table? Select. One second, just see, one second. Select what it has to select. Select what, sir? Salary. Select salary from EMP, where what? Employee number equals to at the rate NO. So the same employee's salary is selected. But what is this query? This query will print the salary. But my aim is not printing. My aim is to send it. Okay, na? So if you want to send the value, you already taken out parameter. Assign the value to out parameter. If you assign the value to out parameter, that is sent to the front end. So how to assign this value to the out parameter? At the rate, what's that? New salary equal to. So this query will return salary. The salary is assigned to new salary. Bas, what is this? Is out parameter. The value is assigned to this out parameter. Whatever is assigned to out parameter, that is sent to the calling program. That is sent to the front end, and front end will receive the value. Okay, then now create this procedure. Create this procedure. Create the procedure. Procedure is what? Created. After creating the procedure, what next? Execute the procedure. Execute the procedure. So I want to execute this procedure. Then tell me how to execute. Execute. Raise salary. Then first one at the rate NO. Then what we have to pass? Employee number. Second one is amount. What is the amount? 1000. What is the third one? New salary. Third one is new salary. Yes. This is output parameter. Do we need to pass any value to this? Do we need to pass any value to this? No. This will send the value. This will send the value. Here you have to receive the value. Here you have to receive the value. For receiving the value, then what? When you execute this procedure, procedure will send the value now. Here you have to receive the value. For receiving the value, what you need? Variable. You need a variable. At the rate, what's that? Yes. At the rate, yes. What is the type? Money. S is money. Use that variable here. What that is? At the rate, yes. Then declare this as output. So what is S receives? What S receives? whatever is assigned to at the rate new sal. What is assigned to at the rate new sal? What is assigned to at the rate new sal, boss? Updated salary. What is assigned to at the rate new sal? Updated salary. And this updated salary is passed to what? This passed to yes. S will receive that value. And what we are doing? Print what, sir? Yes. S is printed. Okay, na? So 1 second. See, don't confuse here. Then just a minute. Like, see, this is the procedure. This is the procedure. Okay, this is the procedure. Next one, you are executing the procedure like this. How you are executing? Like, first you declare a variable at the rate s what's it? Money type. Next, execute what's it? Raise salary. Then what is the first one? 7844. Next one 1000. Next one at the rate yes. Yes output. Yes or no? You're calling. First thing, first step, what happens is when you execute the procedure, first thing what happens is this 7844 is passed to at the rate enbo. 1000 is passed to at the rate amount. This is the first step. First thing what happens is these values are passed to at the rate enbo, at the rate amount. Then after sending the values to these two parameters, second step, procedure code is executed. Whatever the code you have written, this code is executed. This is second step. That means code. This code is executed. What this is doing? So what is the at the rate NO value? What is at the rate NO value? 7844. What is the at the rate amount value? 1000. So 7844 salary is incremented by 1000. Then what this query is doing? This query is getting the new salary, and the new salary is assigned to at the rate new sal. What is at the rate new sal is output parameter. The value assigned to this parameter is passed to what, sir? Yes, at the rate s. This is third step. The first one, values are passed to input parameters. Procedure code is executed. Whatever value is assigned to output parameter, that is sent to yes. Understood? Next. Next, what we are doing is we are printing s. Print s. Then let me run this 5725. Maybe earlier it is 4725. Now this is incremented by 1000. 5725. Okay. So this is how to execute. Okay, now? Okay, then.